After recent U.S. government disclosures about UFOs, some have theorized that these objects could be extraterrestrial, interdimensional, or even from advanced human civilizations that existed in Earth's ancient past. In a recent podcast, a U.S. congressman said that UFOs are machines of a hidden ancient Earth civilization. Now this really makes sense because most of the people who have encountered aliens have said that aliens are like biological robots. This will also make sense when you will try to draw an analogy from the Admiral Byrd encounter with the master beings. This idea makes sense, especially since many people who say they've encountered aliens describe them as biological robots, beings that seem to be made or programmed for a purpose. It also fits with Admiral Byrd's story about meeting master beings during his expedition, who were advanced and seemed to have a specific role. If we compare these encounters, it suggests that aliens might not be completely natural, but could be advanced beings designed to do certain tasks. This adds an interesting layer to the idea that aliens could be part machine, part living being.
Last year, on June 27, 2023, United States Representative Mike Gallagher shared his thoughts on the possible origin of UFOs during an appearance on Pat McAfee's show. The former Marine suggested that UFOs could potentially be linked to an ancient civilization that has remained hidden on Earth until recently, when they started to emerge. There are basically 3 or maybe 4 main ideas about aliens. The first is that aliens have traveled from far-off galaxies and made it to Earth. The second idea is that aliens aren't from another planet, but they are beings from another dimension, existing at a higher level we can't see. Then, there are the last 2 theories shared by the U.S. Congressman in the podcast. Gallagher proposed one possible explanation for UFO sightings, referencing the Terminator theory, based on the movie, which suggests that aliens might actually be humans from the future. But this is highly unlikely because it includes time travel. So, he then offered another intriguing idea, saying, instead of us from the future, it might indeed be an ancient civilization that has been lurking here, and suddenly it's making its presence known. An advanced civilization could have been hidden on Earth all along, now revealing itself. A similar idea was suggested by Tim Peake, one of Britain's well-known astronauts. He mentioned that the UFOs filmed by the US military over 100 times could either be humans traveling through time or aliens from an ancient civilization. Planets like Mars or Earth might have hosted multiple technological civilizations, possibly billions of years apart, with each unaware of the others. These planets, like steady parents, could have recovered from the environmental impacts caused by these past civilizations. We may be separated in time from other advanced civilizations that we never had the chance to meet, leaving us unaware of their existence. Now, you might think this is a straightforward theory. So, why am I making a video about it? Well, it seems simple, until you learn about Admiral Byrd's expedition to Antarctica. That's when things start to get interesting. On February 19, 1947, Admiral Richard E. Byrd departed from Base Camp Arctic and flew north. When he returned to Washington on March 11, 1947, he was closely questioned by top security officials and a medical team. He was put under strict orders to remain silent for the sake of humanity. Being a military officer, he felt compelled to comply. However, he documented everything in his personal diary, and his experiences came to light after his death. According to his secret entries, Byrd encountered an ancient race living underground and discovered a vast base filled with plants and animals that were previously believed to be extinct. His plane was intercepted mid-flight and guided down to the center of the Earth by people using saucer-shaped aircraft. Upon landing, he met superior master beings from a civilization thought to be the mythical Agartha. These alleged Agarthans expressed their concerns about humanity's use of atomic bombs during World War II and asked Byrd to act as their ambassador, returning to the U.S. government to share their sentiments. In 1945 and afterward, they attempted to make contact with humanity, but their efforts were met with hostility. They were pursued with malice and aggression by our fighter planes,